Hi, I'm Dr. Kiersten Pianosi. I'm a fifth-year resident at the University of Western Ontario. I picked this program because at the end of 5 years of training, I wanted to be the best, and I felt that going in, Western has such a history of training really strong surgeons, either in the community or for fellowship, and I knew that I wanted to put in the work to be the best. What I like most about the program is the sheer volume of hands-on experience and the one-on-one opportunities you get with staff. So we're a bit of a larger program, but we have a large volume, so you're able to operate as a primary operator or as a first assistant on a number of cases, and you get to know your staff really well, which as you get later in the program and are considering fellowships and jobs is a really critical part to success. There are so many different research realms at Western. We have two senior staff who have independent research labs themselves, so they run it with master's, PhD students, medical students, and then we have a lot of other staff doing clinical and educational research. So whatever your interest is, there is something for you. The relationship between the staff and the residents is really good. It's always a little hard when you first start residency about that professional boundary, but they really embrace the resident body and are really friendly with us and give us excellent advice. And I think that relationship leads to a lot of mentorship, which is also something that is really important to your success in the future, both in residency and beyond. The work culture, I don't think anyone goes into a surgical residency program expecting it to be a breeze. I think you would choose something else, but it's very supportive. One thing I really love about our program that's different about a lot of others is that we do junior-senior buddy call. So throughout your whole residency, when you're a junior, you'll be paired with a senior, and when you're a senior, you'll be paired with the junior. So you work hard, but you get the opportunity to learn and work with both senior residents and staff, and I find that both strengthens your knowledge and strengthens the collegiality within the group. What I love about London is the size. You can be downtown and be close to the restaurants and the main street, and then in a few blocks you can be by the river or going for a run. And the location offers you so much within the city, and you know that within 30 minutes to an hour you can get anywhere you need to, whether it's the beach or another little town. So it has a lot to offer for outside of work. One of the other good things about London in terms of the lifestyle is the affordability. There are only certain cities in Canada where you can come in, we all have our medical school debt, but where you can come in after medical school and really lay down a foundation. So I was able to buy a condo in my very first year and have lived in it for 5 years, which makes it feel more like a home than just a house or a residence. And so it allows you that affordability. And the other things in London, restaurants, there's lots of them and they're not too expensive and you can find them pretty much anywhere. So I'm originally from Halifax, Nova Scotia, so the East Coast. So a lot of East Coasters have a lot of East Coast pride, as do I. And my husband and I always thought of that as our home. And as I'm transitioning through residency and in my final year, it's funny because just recently we were talking about going back to Halifax and we now consider London our home. I think work-life balance is something that is always a struggle a bit during junior residency and as you're making that transition. But it's something that there's a lot of support around you to help you with, both from your peers and the other residents and the mentorship from the staff. So it's important, and we really encourage when you have vacation to take a break for yourself, for your mental and physical well-being, but to also know that when you're on service, you're going to get to work hard, and that is going to reap a lot of benefits for you in the future. So in my spare time, I am pretty active. My husband and I play field hockey, and shortly after moving here, we were able to weasel our way into the field hockey community to play both indoor and outdoor. Another thing that I really love about our program is the friendships and collegiality that the residency program affords you. I think I didn't know about that at Western when I first came in. I just knew it was an amazing surgical program. But since being here, I've built really strong friendships, and we get to hang out together, and we want to hang out together outside of work, which is nice because then it makes those really hard times feel a bit easier. I'm now closing in on finishing residency. I'm in my 5th year, and you think about things a little bit differently as you're in your last year compared to your first. And overall, I'm so happy and I'm astounded by the amount of hands-on exposure I have. I truly feel that even at my stage with 10 months left of residency, I could leave right now and be a good general otolaryngologist, which is something that's really important. I am going off to do a fellowship, and I think the other great thing that I never really thought of before is Western has a lot of connections. Our staff here support you and want the absolute best for you, and they will go to bat for you, whether that's helping you find a job when you're leaving and you want to start doing a general practice, or whether you want their recommendations and their letters of reference for a fellowship. Everyone gets what they want at the end of our program, and I don't know how many other programs can say that.